Hey everybody, welcome back to my series called Then and Now. Next up is Robert Plant, Ken Tamplin from Ken Tamplin Vocal Academy, where the proof is in the singing. Let's do this, here we go. This is Then.
Hey, mama said the way you move, gonna make you sweat, gonna make you groove. The way you shake that thing, gonna make you burn, gonna make you stay. Hey, baby, when you walk that way, watch honey drip, can't keep away.
And now.
Hey, mama said the way you move, gonna make you sweat, gonna make you groove. Said the way you swing, gonna make you burn, gonna make you stay.
Now, I have to make some comments along the way here before I let this stuff just play out. The first thing we heard was an actual recording of the album, and this is live, and many people duck notes live. But the second thing is that, Led Zeppelin, as legendary as they are, and you guys can correct me in the comment sections, but from what I remember, I think they only toured for like 3.5 or 4 years. I don't even think they toured 4 years, like 3.5 years or something, or 3.5 years of touring, I should say. And so they weren't on the road for 30 years or 50 years like the Rolling Stones. I mean, they had a very, very short-lived touring career, okay? So, and I didn't actually see them live. I wasn't young. I mean, I was young enough. I did see a lot of shows early on, but I didn't get the chance to. I would have been really young, like 8 or 9 or something. But the point though is that Robert Plant ducked notes way back in the day in his early years too. So even though we're seeing something later, he just never sang all that great live per se. And I want to be fair about this. So as we're listening to younger stuff, older stuff, I still think he sounds really good. The stuff he came back later, Kashmir and all that stuff that he did here in the recent years, he did an awesome job. I was like blown. I think he was singing better in his later years and some of this stuff than he did in his kind of druggy earlier years here. But so I just want to give that caveat as we're going through this. So I don't really hear a whole lot of difference. Now, of course, the stuff that he's done with Diana Krall and whatever and the Americana stuff, it wasn't honeymooners or honey drippers or whatever. That stuff was meant to be more crooner kind of stuff. So it wasn't meant to be like this, but I saw him kicking butt on some later Zeppelin stuff. It was pretty good. So. See if you notice, watch out with the way. It's all he's got. He's going, got what I can't keep away. He can't do that. And he's peaked out. I want to back this up just a little bit because I want you to see how much he peaked. In fact, let me just do this here. I don't want to go too far back here, but I want you to hear this whole thing, how he just isn't getting there. And that's precisely what happens if you don't know how to open up space, relax the throat to good open throat technique. I cover all this in my singing course. I cover all this with my students, where we actually have different vowel modifications where we start with an open throat vowel and we gently close down the vowels to give us a lot of range. And he's just spent, kind of like Brian Johnson when, he's doing this with the audience because he just doesn't have anything left. Okay, check it out. Oops, here we go.
The way you move, gonna make you sweat, gonna make you groove. Said the way you swing, gonna make you burn, gonna make you stay.
See what I mean? He just doesn't have it. Here's Then. And now.
Everybody try to tell me, that you didn't mean me no good, no.
Now you can hear it. He's got kind of a really thin, small, atrophied sounding voice. This is, I think, the performance I said he sounded really good on Kashmir. However, Since I've Been Loving You is a completely different animal. By the way, I've done all of these songs. I'll put a bunch of Zeppelin stuff I've done in the description. You can see how I fared through some of this stuff. So it's not just some talking head that, doesn't know what he's talking about. This is a really tough tune to do. I remember almost passing out at the end of it, and some of it's really tough. And he never did this song good live, ever. So I'm not going to grade his older performance, because I remember an older performance, live performance, it was just nowhere near what the album recording was, which is what we just heard. But again, I can only use what the publishing companies allow on YouTube, so I'm just trying to do my best to get an example. So do I really hear thickness and true atrophication of the throat or a voice box vocal cords? Yeah, a little bit. It's thinner, smaller, kind of wiry sounding. It's not as fat and not a strength in the sound, but
I tried.
He does that on the studio version, and here he's nowhere near that, right? Okay, this is then.
Keep it coolin', baby. Keep it coolin', baby. Keep it coolin', baby. Keep it coolin', baby.
Oh, I love that. And now.
Keep it coolin', baby. Keep it coolin', baby. Keep it coolin', baby.
Shmeh. Anyway, like I said, Zeppelin was never, I don't say they weren't that great live. They had elements that were obviously fantastic live. And as a three-piece band, like you watch Van Halen, it's like, wow, how much sound could come out of, Triumph as a three-piece band or other bands like this, but Zeppelin being a three-piece band, Van Halen being a three-piece band, a lot of Canadian bands actually. I think of Geddy Lee and, playing bass, bass guitar or keyboards, bass with his feet and singing like that, but Lifeson on guitar and, Neil Peart on drums. You have these amazing bands that were just three-piece monsters like that. So they had a different progressive element to them. So they played off of being more progressive instead of just trying to match all of the big production of the album. So I really want to give them credit where credit's due for those kinds of things, and just awesomeness. So yeah, I don't know that he lost that much. He aged. Could he have done something different? Yeah, he could work his voice up over time and just, get in the gym a little bit, the vocal gym a little bit. And he didn't do that, So I encourage people to do that. All my students do that. I have some older students, and they've come back like banshees from even their 20s and 30s just because they understand how to do this. I have a singing course. If you're interested, you can find it here at KenTamplinVocalAcademy.com, where I walk you through all this stuff to help you get better at your singing. So I hope you're enjoying this series. I've got a lot more of these coming your way, so definitely stick around for my next video.